everyone, welcome to my studio.
I'm jumping right into this background. I want to get it finished. There's a little bit of shrubbery or trees on the left side behind this one Cosmos. So I'm going to get all that finished and then I can do the sky.
I set myself aside, lead the way on this trial. If you don't know the way, we can stop and make a change. I know we walk for days, losing hope, fading love. This night will be okay, waking up to another day.
All right, I have not finished the background. I'm not going to be putting glass in the background. I am now going to be grouting with Spectralock I Pre-mixed grout, and then I will be painting the background. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm experimenting and I'm going to see if I can carve the background just a little bit and have an echo of these flower stems so that it looks like it's moving. And then when I paint it, I'm actually going to put a little bit of pink coming into the sky on the sides, just a little bit, to give it some of that relationship back and forth and give it more of that movement. That's what I'm going for. We'll see if it works out that way. Here we go. I also have some mini substrates that I've made, some ATCs or artist trading cards. I'm going to go ahead and grout these, and then I'll be putting probably some floral arrangements on them of some sort. But I want to get them grouted so that I can do the next step. That's it. On this, the directions say, use a slightly damp sponge to start first wash. Do not press down on the sponge. Use a very light circular motion in both directions for best results. Rinse the sponge frequently. Keep the water and sponge clean will reduce the haze and achieve uniform joints. So while I'm only going to be wiping the glass, I am going to try to achieve a level, smooth background surface at this point in time. But first things first, I'm going to use a circular motion, gently. grout has been sitting here for about 30 minutes. This step, it says to wait 45 to 60 minutes before you remove the grout haze. I'm not removing the grout haze right now, but I am going to attempt to carve a little bit into this. And I'm going to follow this line up that I made with the glass. It's really soft, so I don't know. Not bad. I don't know if it'd be easier if I waited or not, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this one over here. And then when I go to do the one on this side, I'll wait a little bit longer, just as a test to see how much time is better. All right, well that worked pretty well in that it held its shape and it didn't slump back in. And now I'm going to just carve around this one. I'm going to go on both sides so that it looks like it's going both ways. Here we go. I'm going to wait a little bit longer to clean this one up just because there's such a thick layer of grout up at the top. So I'm going to set that one aside, and these little things are ready to clean. I found that using a magic eraser is the easiest way to clean the haze off. So you might not be able to see the haze on there, but there is a haze. And a circular motion just takes it right off. Much better. All right, next one. Again, it's hard to tell on camera. You can feel it though with your hand in person. There, that one's ready too. So nice and quick. Now it's been an hour, so I'm going to clean off the glass. Ah, the color coming through, so great. It's a glorious day. I'm out on my deck. I'm going to make this floral, and I just want to take a minute, appreciate this gorgeous glass. I think this was the same piece of glass, just different ends of it. I just love how soft the colors are on it, and so I'm going to stick with a soft palette. And this is going to be my little vase. I cut it out of a bowl that was donated to me, and I'm going to use the green side. And let me just get after it. I'm about to paint this background. It's been a couple days since I grouted this, and I'm gonna pretty much go with this. I'm gonna have some white and gray clouds and a blue sky, and then down here I'll put some dark green, and I want some of the gray sky to show through. That's why I put some spaces there, and I'll probably put more blue than what's on here. So that's it. While it was very satisfying to pull the tape off the edge, I am going to go ahead and have to tape it again because I don't want to get paint on this wood.
photo, if you look at the clouds, they are very soft. Even though there are distinct lighter areas and darker areas, it is very smudgy in between. So there's not distinct lines in between the sky and the cloud. It's very smudgy because it's out of focus. And then at the skyline here, it's the same way. So I'm softening up this. This is kind of fun because this is hard. You can't really do this just with glass unless you put, I don't know, a lighter color in between. I've seen a few artists do it. A little lighter color of glass, for instance. So I'm just softening that up by adding a little bit of green and gray together. And I've watered it down a little bit so that it'll blend in. There. So now I'm standing across the room taking a look at it. My mosaic is on the right. One of my photo references is on the left, and I can see those lines, and it does seem like it's moving just a little bit. That's exactly what I was going for. I wanted to try putting a little bit of the pink over here and on the sides so that you would get that impression. And then I kind of just tried to do the sky about the same as what it was. I really like how it turned out. It's just subtle enough. When you're back here, you do want to step up and take a closer look at it. And then it looks a lot different up close. The lines are just much more distinct when I'm up close, but when I step back, it becomes a lot more subtle. I really like that difference. I'm starting the other ATC. And I'm going to use some pops of orange and frit balls and some blue and a little bit of white. Here we go. I don't know if you can see the amount of glue that I put on there with E6000. I am just fighting the E6000 today. It's getting everywhere. It got all over my hands. I had to stop and wash my hands. And now I put way too much on there for this little frit ball to go on there. You gotta stop and sometimes just clean it all up so that you don't have a worse disaster on your hands. So I'm gonna clean this up and then try it again. I finished this yesterday. It's the next day, and I don't do this very often, but I found these orange leaves. I was cleaning up. I had pulled them and then forgot to use them, so I'm going to add them in. I think I want to cover up some of these dollar leaves. So I'm going to put one here. There we go. I'm going to put one up here. Just kind of spread them out a little bit. And I'm going to pop the last one over here.
And I'm using silicone because I don't want to mess with the E6000 after yesterday. There. There. That's putting it together. Thanks for watching. See you next time.